Good morning. I have two rentals through the traditional lending under my personal credit. However, the question is, can I still set up a LLC, somehow transfer these properties under a business name to remove them from my personal credit? Thank you.
Thank you, Gloria. Well, to your personal credit, so no, unfortunately, they are going to be tied to your personal credit because it's not a business expense. So this is going to be on your balance sheets as a personal mortgage. So what you're doing is, and I would consult an attorney on this. You could go to Corporate Direct through our website. If you go to morrisinvest.com/LLC, the team from Corporate Direct, they're a legal team. They're fantastic. Garrett Sutton, who is a Rich Dad advisor, he created Corporate Direct. He's written a whole book on this subject called The Loopholes of Real Estate Investing. And he talks about being able to transfer your properties, even if you've got a mortgage, over to an LLC for liability protection. Because you definitely do not want to have properties in your own name after closing. So, you can buy the property using conventional financing and then a short time later transfer it over to an LLC. And using a quitclaim deed, and lawyers can help you do that and set that up. So I would definitely talk to a lawyer about that. But your question about getting it off of your personal credit, the mortgage will still be in your name. The mortgage is not going to change. It's just the liability protection of where the asset is held is going to change. So, and the most banks that we've worked with don't care about this. I mean, as long as the mortgage is being paid, they do not want to be owners of real estate. So they're not going to call a loan due. I've never heard of this happening. As Garrett Sutton writes in his book, he's never heard of it happening either. I've personally done it multiple times with properties we've bought using conventional financing and then transferred it to an LLC. So I have personal experience doing that. I've used, see, a company off the top of my head is Flagstar. I think I used Flagstar Bank. We've done that. They were great. There's plenty of banks that will let you do that. They know it ahead of time. In fact, when we bought the property, they said, just buy it in your own name and you can transfer it later. They actually told us that up front. So there's a number of different strategies there. But again, unless you're selling the house or you're selling the mortgage, where your business is absorbing the mortgage, that's a different animal. And then that would actually call the note due, and it's just a can of worms. So no, that will still be tied to your personal credit. Now, there is another strategy, though, Gloria, which is buying properties with non-recourse financing, which is something we do at our company all the time. So maybe you have hit that 10 property limit with conventional financing under the federal government guidelines, or you don't have good credit, or you're an international investor. Then you're able to buy a property using non-recourse financing, and they want you to buy it in an LLC. So right out of the gate, you're buying it in an LLC. And then that's how you're able to escape that 10 property minimum that the federal government imposes on investors. Any other questions anyone has, you can always leave us a voicemail question here. Try to keep them to about 30 seconds. Just go to morrisinvest.com/Clayton. Leave us your questions and I will try to provide some answers. Now go out there and take action, become a real estate investor. I believe it's the number one way to build wealth and to preserve wealth. Take care, everyone.